So it turned out to another disaster that we have. Speaking of somebody who's all into DEI, that's the President of the United States, at least the guy who occupies the office, Joe Biden I'm talking about. We have an absolute invasion on the border. I don't need to tell you that. We talk about the invasion on a daily basis. The picture of the Border Patrol trying to stop, and the National Guard trying to stop those illegal aliens coming into El Paso literally says it all. That picture right there will be in every campaign ad for President Trump until November, because that is the state of the situation on the border. Now we have the Mexican president who could help stop the flow of illegal immigration into the United States. Go on CNN and make all kinds of liberal claims, blame the United States, blame root causes, blame everybody but Joe Biden and himself for not securing this border. Listen to him on CNN. Excuse me, on 60 Minutes.
Everybody thinks you have the power in this moment to slow down migration. Do you plan to?
We do, and want to continue doing it. But we do want for the root causes to be attended to, for them to be seriously looked at.
The root causes, you hear what's coming, folks. He's going to want money from the United States to fix all of his root causes because Mexico's economy is totally collapsing. And in fact, the interview turns more into a blackmail session of the United States than anything else. Listen to this.
With the ear of the White House, President Lopez Obrador proposed his fix, that the United States commit $20 billion a year to poor countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, lift sanctions on Venezuela, end the Cuban embargo, and legalize millions of law-abiding Mexicans living in the U.S. If they don't do the things that you've said need to be done, then what?
The flow of migrants will continue.
Oh, really? You're going to threaten the United States of America by asking for $20 billion for countries that can't handle their own business? Lift sanctions on a nation like Venezuela and Cuba that literally lives in the idea of socialism, communism, a dictatorship with the thumb over the people, and you want America to help those nations prosper? Those people have to stand up for themselves at some point. It's the only way the situation changed there. How dare this president try to tell America what to do? Well, the chief of the Border Patrol is speaking out about just how bad the situation is. Listen to him.
You ask any law enforcement officer, especially somebody that works in border security, that is what keeps us up at night. We're at closing down on 1 million entries this fiscal year alone. That number is a large number, but what's keeping me up at night is the 140,000 known gotaways.
That is not part of that tally.
That is not part of that tally, and that's just what we know.
140,000 known gotaways, fiscal year started in October. I believe it's way more, as you heard him say, just what we know. It's the unknown gotaways that is an even bigger problem. You've had 142,000 people register with the United States in the month of February, 125,000 in January, so the situation's getting worse again. How do we stop this?